And today is a special interview, not just because of who I'm interviewing or speaking with today, but because this episode will wrap up season one of the Mom Space interviews, season two to start next week. So, welcome, April, also known as Star Legend. Can you hear me okay, April? Do we have you
Yes,
on?
yes. Hi.
Hey. So, I know you told me you're riding around in these ATL
Yep,
streets.
yep.
So,
Moving and
I'm so
grooving.
glad you still squeeze in some time to talk with me today. Thank you
Hmm.
so much for coming on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I want to open by giving the ages of your babies, and they might not all be babies, but they're all
Hmm.
babies for us as mamas.
Yes.
So you have a 15-year-old,
Yep.
a 13-year-old,
Yep.
a 12-year-old,
Hmm.
a 9-year-old, and
Yep.
then a little Bo Beep at 1 year old.
Yep.
Did I get that?
Yes, yes, yes. I have all of those different age groups.
All those different ages. Did you feel like at one point that you were just like pregnant for years and years? Did it just
Yes,
feel like, gosh, I've spent
absolutely.
about 4 years just getting
In
pregnant?
the very beginning, I swear I just felt like everybody's like, "You pregnant again?" I'm like, "Yeah." It just was going on and on and on. So especially with me having three older boys, I was like, it was like, "It's a boy, it's a boy," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" Until I finally got my girl. So,
How
yep.
beautiful is that? And so it makes me wonder then, even just on a physical level, like just your
Hmm.
body, did you feel like you kind of finally got a break? Did you feel a difference between the 9-year-old and 12-year-old? Did that feel nice? Did it feel
Mm.
really weird and different? Like, oh, it's weird not being pregnant right now.
Actually, it felt good. Because I was like, okay, I get to get my body back. But it was the gap space between the 9 and the 1 year old. Now that's still taking some adjusting because I'm like, I couldn't believe, like, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant almost 10 years later. So yeah, that was more weird than anything.
That's
Cause
the one I was going to ask about next, because if you
yeah,
said you felt any difference with the 9 to 12, I was going to say, did that feel just like even more impactful between
yeah.
the 9-year old and the 1-year old?
Oh yes, definitely. With the, let's see, the 9 and the 12, it was just a little bit because I had kind of got in the groove with the boys, and
Mhm.
then my daughter, she came, and I was like, oh, I was finally, out of that pregnant stage. But I got used of it real fast, because her dad was around, so that really helped out a lot. But that space with the little one, oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it makes me want to ask, since you did bring dad up,
Hmm.
do you feel like there are particular elements that you like to delegate to the dad, or is it kind of like whatever you want to do, just go for it, just do it for me,
Yes.
game, kind of like number
Whatever you want to do, go for it. Except scheduling, I'm more, good in that area. Men, they're not the best in scheduling and planning things all the time. So,
okay.
and the neatness and tidiness of everything, I'm very particular about where
And you
baby stuff is and
just
all that.
sweetness, you made it so sweet the way you said it. I'm sure a lot of moms
Hmm.
will appreciate you saying the neatness and the tidiness. That's a sweet way to put it, because
Yes.
sometimes chores can feel a little bit overwhelming because the way
Hmm.
we want to see it done might not be the way others feel like it has to be done.
Yeah,
do,
absolutely.
do you
Um,
find the planning? that with dad there's like more last minute, whereas maybe you like to kind of have stuff, in
Yeah.
advance, I guess I should say. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a planning kind of person.
Okay.
I'm a scheduling kind of person. I'm real particular and organized. One of my kids told me the other day, "Mom, you're like super particular about everything." I'm like, "Yeah." But I was like that before I had kids. So when I had my children, it just made it even more like I just
Bye.
gotta be particular. I gotta be organized.
So how do you schedule everyone? And when you do find times where things
Mm-hmm.
might be like a conflict of either time or even
Mm-hmm.
interest, how do you find yourself handling those moments?
Ooh, okay. So let me see. What I do is I try to keep a schedule. I try to upkeep with a schedule. I literally have a board at home
Okay, a
where
boy.
I do a scheduling from 6 a.m. all the way to 9 p.m. at night.
So
So
your entire day is
yes,
on a wall.
yes, absolutely. And then I have a separate board which is for the month of my bills and my to-dos and all of that. Yep.
Okay, a family one and then a logistic one.
Yes.
So do you find that by putting it on the wall, do the kids actually look at it and kind of acknowledge its existence?
We have to go over it weekly. Like, hey, here's the chart. And I've been doing this for years.
Hey, I like
Yeah, I've
this.
been doing it for about 5 years. So I try to like upkeep schedules and stuff like that, and chores are on their emergency contacts, everything.
I like that. This is where
Mhm.
you live. This is mommy's phone number. Don't
Yep.
forget to this. What about morning routines with everyone?
Mm.
I feel like when we see it happening, there's different versions that they
Yeah.
portray, whether it's a movie or a TV show or something
Yeah.
like that. Do your mornings kind of make you cringe a little, or
Um, to be honest, mornings
yeah, we want your
they
honesty.
I'm not gonna say they make me cringe, but
Okay.
over the years, because I'm a morning person, but
Oh,
my daughter, she wasn't ever the biggest morning person. Like out of everybody in the house, we'll literally have to like pry her out of bed with like a wooden spatula. Okay, she don't like getting up. She don't want to be involved with nobody. But as she's getting older and she see everybody on the system and the schedule, she's getting a lot better. So they're up for the bus in the morning. I got all that on the schedule. Hey, get Goddess to school, get Kivante, get on the bus, and me and baby schedule because I'm a stay-at-home mom right now. So me and baby schedule is also separated from the children who are in school schedule. So yeah. So
wow.
it's not really a conflict for me anymore. I'm just tackling it every day.
Yeah, just every day, just sticking
Yeah.
to the schedule and finding that kind of now when it comes to after 9 o'clock, does that mean you're in the bed, or is
I
that a space to have to yourself time that's not planned and you can kind of be spontaneous about?
yes. So my goal is to have everybody in bed by 9. Now we still working on that because the big ones, the older ones, they like to be on their device. But I literally have cut off device time and everything. And what I do now, I cut off the Wi-Fi. If ain't nobody listening and they act like they can't hear me, I will shut that Wi-Fi off very quick.
That is hilarious. And
Yep.
if it's quick, please tell me, how do you shut the Wi-Fi off? You literally unplug your box, or
Oh no, no, no. I know we all in ATL, so if y'all got Xfinity, Comcast out there, there is
Mhm.
an app that you could go on once you sign up, and you can shut it off from your phone. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I love it. So there's an app. The app will definitely allow you to shut down Xfinity
And
slash
control
Comcast
each
slash
device.
whatever all their
Yeah.
names of the past. Now
Yep.
we mentioned Atlanta a couple times, and this is, switching modes. You
Mm-hmm.
moved to Atlanta. Do you feel comfortable like talking about your move with your kids?
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Yeah, because I didn't want to get too involved in your personal space, but just
Mm-mm.
for other moms that might be listening and might be considering a move, but they might be like, you know what, I got the kids, I can't even consider that. Do you feel like you want to encourage them,
Okay.
something like that, or is it something where you're like, hey, I did it, but I wouldn't recommend to suggest it?
Okay, I am gonna say it was a sporadic move my very first time here in Atlanta, but the second time it was planned,
Okay.
and I did it because I felt like it was better for me and my family. So yeah, if you discipline enough, save your money, do your research, of course, schools and work and stuff like that, and see what fits for you and your family. And I say do it. I love Atlanta. I love the opportunities that my children have. I have my oldest son, he's in band. My daughter, she's getting ready to start dance school. She's been dancing forever since she was like 2 years old. So
So let's talk
I,
about that.
I love it.
And I think it's great that you're suggesting that with a good plan, it seems like anything is possible. That's
Absolutely,
what I get.
absolutely.
I'm
Or
plan.
anything I put my mind to, I'm focused. I have tunnel vision. So if I could do it, y'all could do it too.
Okay, I like that. If you could do it, then everyone could do it, and that's kind
Absolutely.
of things. Once we know that somebody else has done it, at least
Hmm.
it has been done, and you still sound like you have some energy to you. You still sound like with the plan good. So tell me about then the individual needs or wants of the kids, like you were just talking about their extracurricular. Is it important for you that kids stay busy, or do you feel like it's too much to try to keep them busy because then you're super busy?
I actually want all my children to be busy, and not just be busy, but do things that they love to do. And I want to water those plants and help them to grow in things that they like to do, because I was a very much involved child, wanting to be involved in more things, but like my
Mm.
mama probably didn't have the money or whatever the case was. So I encourage my kids to be like, hey, ma, I'm interested in this, or I push them out there. Hey, what you want to do? You want to try this? You want to give that a try? I encourage them to do things that they interested in, so I could keep watering that seed so they could grow.
So
Hmm.
you mentioned that you encourage them to tell you, "Hey, this is what I want to do." Do you find that any of them say, "I don't have an interest," or "I don't know what my interest now"? Do they ever feel like pressure to try to figure out an interest because maybe they see the other kids around them, or do you feel like you kind of know all of their individual interests at this point?
Okay. Yes, I know everybody individual interests. It's only I only have
20-year-old, right? Yeah.
one child who may be like, look, I don't want to do no sports. I'm not. I don't want to be involved. But
Okay.
he's really much into the devices. So what I'm trying to do with him is, and he read. He's a reader. He read real well. So what I'm trying to do with him is kind of maneuver him to like journalism, or he's the 13-year-old. So I'm trying to maneuver him to like journalism, stuff like that.
Just
What else?
write
What else?
down things.
Editing, because he's into the device. So it's
Oh,
still
okay.
something along the lines that you can be doing, and something that you like to do.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
And so do you find that they're really good at supporting each other's interests as well?
Oh yeah,
And like
yeah,
whatever their strengths are, do you feel like you're going to eventually have them help one another out with their strengths? Um,
yes,
this maybe if one has a paper to write, then your writer or your device, um, you know,
absolutely,
what's good. So it seems like it's a real big team effort in the house.
yep,
How
yes.
build that though? How did you get them to want to see the family as a team, um,
Mm,
kind of move as a unit?
spending a lot of time together. We always spend a lot of time together. We do movie night on the weekends. We would go different places every weekend. We used to go places all the time, like before the pandemic. Oh
Mhm.
baby, we used to be gone. So the thing is that caused us to be together so much and have a family unison and a family unit, that they know we have to stick together. We have each other, so that's how they move as a unison. Even if somebody in trouble, they like, wait, hold up, somebody messing with you. So they gonna be like, it's gonna go around the house real fast. So don't don't mess with my children, because baby, they gonna know about each other before you know what's going on real quick before the day is over with. So yeah, that's how I maneuver my household. Even with baby brother, the little bitty baby, they
Mhm.
be like, "Ma, can we, we'll get him in the morning. Like if it's early Saturday morning, they'll hit him up in there. They be like, oh ma, I could get him. Oh ma, I could take him. So
Oh.
each child, have their time with him, by themselves. So they maneuver taking care of him as well.
Mhm. And I have a feeling though that that is really something that they've learned by watching you and
Hmm.
kind of seeing an importance,
Yeah.
to this. So I really hope that you value that about your household and your
Yes.
unit, and definitely
Wow.
you, because we can't take for granted that that element exists for you, that there's not a lot of separatism in the house, that it
Mm.
that unit. And so I'm grateful for you for that. Um,
Oh, thank you.
happen, yeah, just prioritizing that everybody supports one another, because guess what, when they get older,
Hmm.
that foundation, like you said, on watering the seeds or the plants or the flowers of their um
Yep.
it's like it's encouraging them, that you're encouraging their later on relationships, because they won't all
Yes.
be in your house, well, hopefully not. When they're outside of your home, then you can imagine that they'll still be that same way. They'll still know what's going on in one another's lives and still
Yeah.
facts. I really like that.
Yeah, that's
Um,
how I'm trying to bring them up, because my mom, she, brought me and my sister up like that. So me and my sister, we real close.
uh,
So that's part of where that rooted from. And I grew up in a big family, so everybody was close.
I
So
think,
I'm just instilling it in them as much as possible on a day-to-day basis.
yeah, you're
Hmm.
super familiar already with a family, and I just want to ask, just for you to throw the number out there, because
Hmm.
siblings do you have?
I have four siblings.
Okay,
Two of them live out of town.
yeah.
Yeah, so
I,
my two brothers live out of town, but me and my sister, we've been in New Orleans for the longest together.
okay,
So me and her, we real jam tight. So we go back and forth. Then my mom and all them, they live in New Orleans too. All our family really in New Orleans, but we got family in Houston, everywhere. Really, we got family all over. Hmm.
shout out to H Town.
Hmm. For real, we got family everywhere. So, but me
Well,
and her,
good.
we the closest because we like the closest in age.
In age, yes, that's
Mm.
what I closest in age. Well,
Yeah,
yes,
we like a year and a half.
like your mom, and then you have close ages, same as your mom as well.
Hmm.
Just
Now
being close.
yeah, my brother, my older brother, he like 6 years older than me, so we don't
Okay.
have a whole lot in common. But when we talk, oh, we run it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I really have
Mhm.
enjoyed speaking with you.
Thank
I
you.
So far for season one, I think that you probably win the Baby Abundance Award.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I love it, and you seem to handle it so well, and you
Yes.
be very confident in it,
Oh
which you
yeah.
do, because you can't afford to crumble too many times, right?
Mm-mm, mm-mm, no way, no way. And it's not perfect, but
No.
baby, I one thing about me, I'm a happy spirited person, so I just keep on rolling and strolling. Who? I
Right.
like to move, baby. I don't know. I'm just real energetic like that. I drink my Keurig coffee in the morning. We be having a whole vibe. Me and the baby, I swear, we be like, he sit in his booster seat or whatever, and I be feeding him oatmeal. So I be like, hey Google, play smooth jazz. And he looking at me now. He look back and he be like, look at Google and be like, hey Giga. So I be in there making my coffee and my, you heard him?
I
Hey Giga.
do. He knew what you was saying.
Yes. So that's our routine in the morning when the kids go off to school. It's just me and him, and we're hanging out, and then we do learning after we eat and clean up and stuff. So yeah, it's just like a routine. I like my whole household to be in a routine. That
That
helps everything flow so much smoother. So yeah,
thing. And it's been a blessing hearing about it, because I think it's really easy to get off routine, but when you're on,
absolutely.
you know what to expect too, which
Hmm.
for the kids to have level of expectation. So
Yep.
I and I usually do try to keep these around 20 minutes, which we're at
Okay.
that now.
Okay.
And I want to wrap up, of course, by asking you, what does ask and ye shall receive mean to you, or for you in life? Ask and ye shall receive.
Oh, baby, ex God, and He gonna deliver.
He gonna
Absolutely, all the time,
love.
all the time. He may not call when you want him, but he'll be right on time. And that is so real. That's how I've lived my life, all my life.
All your life.
That's
That's
why
what.
I'm probably where I'm at right now.
Oh.
Yep, absolutely. By the
Well,
grace of
thank
God.
you so much for sharing that word grace as well.
Yes,
We all could
yes,
give ourselves a little bit more grace in this lifetime.
absolutely.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you, Miss Rhea, for having me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
let you play your Google with Google Jazz, and
Yes.
go out then. Thank you again, Miss Star Legend.
Thank you, Miss Rhea.